YouTube model builders, YouTube model railroaders, and whoever else wants to watch this brand of goofiness that oh, it's still late. I was going to say I got some goofy... it's still late. Anyway, sorry about that. You caught me playing around with one of my new toys. It's a it's a small shop vac, and one of the things that's neat is it's got these attachments so I can actually get around the buildings and things of that nature. It's actually got a crevice tool and just another type of brush, but this one here fits right across the tracks. It's actually working rather well. And you caught me in the middle of testing it out. So, I guess we should get over to the bench. Give me a minute, and we'll be right back. Well, hello again. Welcome to Beauville and Newtown's vlog number 21. It happens to be November the 5th, 2017. This is vlog 21 for 2017. How you doing? Obviously, if you haven't been able to tell from at least my attitude at the moment, things are finally getting back to somewhat normalcy. Well, maybe not 100% normalcy, but they're getting back to normalcy. The thing of it is I still haven't really figured out what that is. When somebody can tell me what normal actually is, that'd be great, because I'm not sure if I've ever known what normal is. You know, it's kind of funny, thinking back on it now. A couple of years ago, I went and saw a doctor for the first time after I'd gotten out of the service, and he gets done, and his staff gets done with me, or actually his staff gets done with me, and he said, "Oh, Doc will be in a minute." And I'm like, okay. So, give me a second, I'm trying to get my other computer, or my computer down here straightened out to where it's on the network instead of on the Wi-Fi. Anyway, it's the reason why you see a little bit of a blue tinge coming from this side. It's not that I'm sick, it's not that somebody beat me up, it's because my computer over here is shining in on the side of my face. Anywho, what I was getting at is a few years back, you know, when I went and saw a doctor for the first time, and, you know, his staff gets done with me, and a few minutes later he walks in and says, "Well, you're normal." And I just started laughing at him. And he's like, "The heck's so funny?" I said, "Doc," I says, "in my 20-some odd years," I says, "I've been called a lot of things, and normal is not one of them." So that's been, and of course then he started laughing because he figured it out. But anyway, that's my mantra, and I'm sticking to it. I've never been normal. I don't want to be normal, but you know, it's not a good place to be, from what I understand. Pardon me. Been a long day. You know, been down here doing some work, been up in my den doing some work, finally working on my house for a change. I actually spent this whole weekend working on my house, or at least the house that I live in. The bank still owns it, so I just live here. Anyway, oh yes, yes, it's the return of Ray. Hello, Governor. You know, it's kind of interesting. I know the last vlog that I did was really out of character for me, and so on and so forth. But you know, everybody needed to kind of understand what's been going on over here, and that was unfortunately. I don't care. Go away. Thank you. But I needed to do something down here, and that helped out a lot, actually. Just being able to get down here and put something together. I mean, even though it wasn't the greatest of things, I get it, but you know, as it was at the time, I needed that release. I needed to get down here and just do that. So, you know, thank you to all my followers, and anybody else who have actually been paying attention and watching the vlogs. Like I said, I know this year has been they've been really out of, not as frequent as I wanted them to be, I know I got off to a great start earlier this year, and it kind of went downhill. A lot of stuff going on, but it is what it is. Pardon me. I know there's been some other folks that have been away a lot longer than I have. The thing of it is I'm sure they're missed, but for whatever reason, I'm not sure what I do differently here that makes it. I don't know. Anywho, updates. Really don't have any. Really do not have a whole lot of updating to do. Obviously, I went ahead and at the end of the last vlog, I did take a sweep of my new workbench here. Well, not my new workbench, my expanded workbench, as it were. Because this side of it, the side of course you can't actually see at the moment, but the side that you did see the flyby of on the last vlog, that is over top the bench, where I'm actually doing all my modeling and things of that nature, or I'm going to be doing all of my modeling. On the back side of it, though, I actually have all of my power tools, my rechargeable power tools. They're all kind of hanging on the back side of this piece of pegboard that's in front of me, which makes things kind of nice, because when I need them, I just get up out of the chair, turn around the corner, pick them up, come over here, do whatever I need to do, turn around, go back over there, and hang them back up. When I need it to do something on their layout, when I need to do something around the house, they're right there, they're readily available. I don't have to go looking for them. I can actually see them. It's a novel concept. Ta-da! Speaking of novel concepts, it's one of the things that I was working on, or that I was looking at doing, and I haven't done it yet. Been a little busy. I actually had to work a couple overnights. I had some stuff going on, and of course this week, actually it's Tuesday, November the 7th, is my wife and I's 19th anniversary, and it also happens to mark my 23rd year with the company that I work for. So, double anniversary on Tuesday. So we're going to be going away. Now the funny thing of it is, it's kind of neat how she did this, because I think she thought we would still be working on her father's place. She didn't schedule anything over the weekend, which was good, because it just so happens that I started on call this past Monday, and I'm on call till 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we weren't leaving over the weekend. So that kind of sucked, but, hey, it is what it is. So we're just going to go ahead and head our way out to Western Maryland and have some fun up there for a couple of days. Get away from the hustle and bustle down here and take our minds off some things and go from there. Anyway, now that I've jumped track again, I've got a one-track mind. Unfortunately, it's a dead-end track, and it just, there's no bumper there. It just phew, off the cliff. I do have something I want to work on. I wanted to show you all, and I'm going to turn the camera off here in a second. We'll talk about it. But I found these bins, and I think I actually may have mentioned it when I brought them from my father-in-law's place. I found these neat bins. They're little plastic bins like this. Get it to where there we go. Get it to where the light isn't shining off of them. They're about an inch deep and about 3 inches. Well, you know what? We got a nice ruler sitting here. Okay, so they're 4.5 inches long, 2 inches wide, and about an inch and a half deep. But anyway, they've got these neat black storage things that they fit into, and they've got little spots for labels. Well, what I'm going to end up doing is underneath of my extended, and I think we've talked about this before, but I have extended, or had extended, the workbench to where, I can come right up to it and I don't have to worry about parts falling on the floor. The problem with this is the fact that underneath of this bench there's a set of 5 drawers, and this thing rolls. The rolling part isn't the problem, but getting to the drawers is when this extension is in place. You can't get into them. Well, one of these drawers is specifically for locomotive and car parts, rolling stock parts. So, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take a couple of these, and I've got 3 of them set up over here. Like I said, I'm going to show you in a minute. But I've got 3 of them sitting over here. 2 of them are still in the cellophane. But I want to take the parts and I want to label up the cabinets here, and I want to use those for putting my detail parts and things of that nature in here. So, you know what? Let me do this real quick. Swing your camera around and round. Anywho, so as I said, there are 3 of these sitting here. 2 of them still have the cellophane. I actually went through and redid my display shelves again, as you can see. That's all the diesels, and then above that is the electrics and the monster diesels, the FP45s, the SD. I think it's a SD40-2. Sitting between the 2 FP45s, and then of course then you get in the electrics, and then of course you come over this side and you've got all your steam. The passenger cars are still back there, but they're behind everything else. So let me swing. See that? Isn't that nice? 21 little things, and of course you got a big one down here at the bottom, so that can hold bigger parts. Anyway, let me swing the camera back. Ta-da! Anyway, I'm back. The other thing of it is this past weekend, not this Saturday and Sunday, but the weekend before, my niece and nephew were over on Saturday, and I happened to do a little bit of videoing of them. And I'll be putting that here on, or putting that on the end of this. Actually, yeah, we'll put it at the end, because I was going to mention it at the beginning, and I forgot about mentioning it at the beginning, so it'll be at the end of the video. Sorry. But yeah, they were over on last Saturday. They actually came over Friday night after we got done with bowling, but that's another story. We had the heat on, and it's warm in the basement, and I have no idea why. I've got all this stuff closed down here. The heat shouldn't be down here. I don't know. I don't know. But basically, that's where we're at. That's it. Hopefully, I'm going to start getting onto a more regular schedule here. I'm sorry, I'm looking over here at my other stuff. Getting ready to go ahead and move the iPad, or the iPad from here to over to my computer, so I can upload and actually do some editing, and we'll get this thing up on the net. So, with that being said, you all know the deal. Don't forget, there's another little short blurb coming up. And see, I'm gonna mention something now. See if you catch what my niece says, or my nephew. I forgot which one of them said it, because it's been a week. I can't remember what the heck I did yesterday, much less what I did last week. It's a part of getting old. Anyway, see if you catch. See if you catch what they say, and if you do catch what they say, put in the comments. See if you catch what they call me. Let's put it that way. I'm going to narrow it a little bit. See if you catch what they call me, and if you catch it, put it in the comments. I'm interested to see how many people actually catch it, and I'll let you in on what it is on the next vlog. And who knows, if somebody does catch it, maybe this, or if you're so interested, maybe that one. We'll see. I've been wanting to give these away, and I keep talking about them, and I haven't done it. But this will be a good way to do it. This will be a good way to do it. Yeah. Hey, boo boo. No, I'm gonna go get me. Never mind. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, you all know the deal. Wait for the highball. Green tracks ahead. Be safe out there. God bless. We'll catch you all next time. See ya.
Spent a lot of time gluing this down.
They're going to run into each other. What if some went into each other?
Huh?
What if some went into each other?
No, they won't run into each other.
They won't?
No.
What happens if you ran them all at the same time?
Yeah, okay, I should do. Why these guys not moving?
Because they're not supposed to move.
These are the guys that don't move?
Easy with the bell.
Sorry. Sorry.
I'm easy. Okay. I'll do it.
Is that okay?
Yeah, easy, just easy with the bell.
A train!
They're going faster.
The train's coming.
Uncle Floby, they're going faster now. That one's going faster.
Yeah, it's because they're warming up. Because, like I said, they haven't moved in a while.
Yeah. That was really pretty faster.
That has something on it. Oh.
Yeah, it does.
You had to fix that.
It's got a sticky note.
No, it's got a...
Network.
So there's McKenna and CJ. That's my niece and my nephew. And we're in the train room running the trains for the first time in months.